Saturday the 18th, my name's Desiree, and you can find me on Twitter at DesireeV. I overslept a little bit. My abs hurt. It's raining. This stuff is awesome. Einstein here! Woo. Funny, I'm getting ideas from friends about, ideas for these YouTube videos. And I've had some interesting stuff. Most of them are coming all from my friend Steve. He wants me to talk about like awkward other religion stuff that I don't know much about. That's not going to happen. Do you think me taking you through the process of me waking up in the morning and using that as my time for talking in these videos is awkward? If so, troll away in the comments below. I've been asked for more book reviews, and I probably should get back on that because I used to have publishers who would send me books to read and then talk about on my blog and videos and stuff, and I haven't done that in a while, and I loved getting the free books, so I should totally get back on that. That's one that I will totally be doing. Talk about the things I hate. I don't know that I really want to dwell on all the things I don't like in my life. What do I hate? Charlie whining in the morning? I don't even really hate that. I mean, it's annoying, but it's also like what wakes me up, so I'm kind of thankful for it. Things I don't like. I don't like being called fat after I make a YouTube video. I can tell you that, person who said such. Makes me really sad to be blocked. I find it crappy to have to walk out in the snow, but it also makes me thankful for the summer. I really dislike yelling a lot, like a lot. I don't so much mind cuss words as much as like being cussed at. When Charlie poops soft, or when it gets stuck in his butthole and I have to take him to the vet. I don't like that. Poor little guy. In fact, I feel bad for him when it happens. He has to eat like special diet food, and he can still eat like food with me, like vegetables and things. But sometimes, especially after travel, he'll get stressed out and his movements will change. That sucks for me. I don't like that I don't have a green enough thumb to keep plants alive. That's really sad. Indoor plants. I don't like deep cleaning, but I really like having a clean house. I don't know that that counts. I'm kind of stretching this here, aren't I? Has anybody actually watched my YouTube videos I've been posting up? Or not my YouTube videos, my workout videos. I don't know. I mean, they're nice for me, like to kind of go back anyway and like look at my form, because I can tell you, especially when my legs and stuff start shaking, I don't know, if you look close enough, you can see me just like micro adjust myself a lot, actually, because you'll start to like hurt, and sometimes you'll start to get lazy and you got to adjust things. But it's always good to like go and I don't know. I was really hoping, though, that these videos would give other people inspiration to start working out more, and maybe even give them like a workout plan to go out and actually just work out. I know there's better YouTube videos out there of classes where people are taking other people through the process of working out, or they look like Jane Fonda type videos, and I just don't want to go onto a beach and try to I don't have the camera equipment for that. Critics. People who don't do stuff, but they like to talk shit about other people who do take the opportunity to do stuff. I don't know that I entirely hate them either. In fact, sometimes I am one. But I find the negativity sucky. Ooh, I do not like having to watch sports on television. I would much rather be doing something or doing the sports myself. I don't so much mind sitting in the stands if it's like a once in a while thing, but I don't think I'd ever see myself with season passes to anything. No. The drinks are way too expensive and the food. I guess I like that when you go actually in person, that people will talk to you. But for whatever reason, when it's on TV, it's like, shh, don't interrupt. They're doing something. Okay, whatever. Okay, so it was also said that I should make video reviews where I watch a video and I talk straight through it. Here's the problem with that. I get really wrapped up into videos and TV shows, and the second I try doing that, I may walk you through like the first 5 seconds, and then I would just get engrossed in the movie and forget to talk. Other problem with that, the other main problem is I don't like to rewatch movies. Normally I think you would go through, watch it once, kind of think through your thoughts a little bit so you don't sound like an asshat, and then you would play the video again and talk through it. It just wouldn't work out for me. I would get really bored, and the whole time I'd probably sit there talking like, oh, I already saw this, and you'd miss like my surprised face and my jumping, like if there's a scary part, and it's just not as good the second time around, especially if I had to watch them like twice in a row, like boom, boom, pass. Okay, Steve also said I should try pretending to be a news anchor and take Charlie to the dog park, or play pranks on him, like get him a really big bone or play fetch with him with a basketball. Pass. Reality is, I like Charlie more than most things, and I really don't want him to get hurt. I don't know how I would pull off the news anchor thing, but I generally don't take him to dog parks, even though he has all of his shots and everything. I trust Charlie, I just don't trust the other dogs. I should probably take him. He'd love that, socialize and whatever. Poor little guy. You know, when I was younger, like in college younger, I really disliked abstract paintings, and then I started to, I took a ton of art history classes and started to really get like more of a feel for, I don't know, why people did certain things that they did, and like started to respect certain styles. But there are still a lot of styles of abstract art that I would more so call naive art. Like, they never took any classes or anything, which is fine, don't get me wrong. But instead they walked up to a painting or like a canvas, or maybe they made it themselves, I don't know, or they took somebody else's awesome sauce painting and decided to paint over it. But what they did is just painted a big white blob. No. A big part of me dislikes mornings. I wish I was a morning person. I really, really wish I could do mornings. Like, people who are cheery and awesome in the morning. I mean, I guess I am a little more after I have my first cup of coffee. I never thought I'd be a huge cappuccino coffee person. I do wish I was a morning person. Ideally, I would be able to easily get up. I get up way better, though, on mornings where I've worked out. Like, at night worked out. Speaking of working out, my abs hurt still. It wasn't so bad, though, where, like, every body part hurt, where I had to do the whole, like, roll out and like let yourself fall into the ground and gravity take its work and hopefully your legs work to catch you kind of thing. But just my abs. I did do a whole bunch of extra stuff that wasn't on my videos last night. I probably worked out too long. Okay, I've been asked if I'm doing these videos for dating. Let me point out, I don't really date. I mean, I've had boyfriends, but they've like all been longer term for the most part. Like outside of, I don't know, like high school or being a child where it wasn't even really dating because my dad just didn't really want me to date. Not that he wouldn't let me, but if you knew my dad, this would make far more sense. But I mean, I brought guys home once or twice where he was like cleaning a gun or something, and my brother was cleaning them, and it was like that. She will be home by 11. Yeah, that sounds like something that comes out of movies, but it really happens. Okay, it wasn't just one gun. We have a huge house that I grew up in, and the dining room is one of those big old Victorian grand ball dining rooms. And it was like all the floors and the dining room table and my little brother there. And my brother, I'm not sure whether or not he knew what was going on because he was always like, oh, look at my cool, like, and the weird thing is outside of those moments, I don't know where he hid all of them because I never really saw them otherwise. Okay, so the point of that little rant. No, I'm not doing this for dating, and no, I could care less if I don't go on another date anytime soon. Not that my last one was bad or whatever. Haven't really heard from him since. It was like once, and we went to the movies, and we hung out and chatted, and he was nice, but he hasn't even really texted me since. So, no, I don't care whether or not I get asked out again anytime soon. I am perfectly content with dealing with my new house and my life, and I have a ton of other stuff going on. I don't need a boyfriend. I have awesome friends. And I mean, that doesn't mean that I never want to get married, but if I don't, that's fine too. I don't know why that's a problem. Now look at what you made me do. Go off on a rant. Okay, Steve also said I could do a tour of Des Moines where I show all kinds of cool stuff to do here. Problem with that is it's really cold outside and I don't really want to go to most of the coolest things. Like, I wouldn't want to spend hardly any time in the Rose Garden right now, or the zoo, or Living History Farms. It's cold. Maybe in the summer or the spring or something we'll consider coming back to that. If I remember. Somebody, when it gets about like April, remind me to do that, because that would be a fun idea. You know that awkward moment when your married friends or just other people are like, so why are you single? I don't know. Like, maybe I have the single disease where it runs off like all other people. It's called cooties. Girls have them. My brother told me so when I was little. Okay, no, but really. What would my ideal guy be like? I've thought about this before, but I mean, we don't really have a say in what life gives us. I feel like at some point you just meet somebody and it will be right or whatever. I've dated a lot of guys who I think settled for me, and probably a little vice versa. Not that I didn't really care for them or whatever, and they were great guys. They definitely weren't my guy. So what would that person look like? I mean, I can tell you what I might like hope or whatever, but considering I don't even really want to date, why are we going off on this? Somebody who likes fitness, physically fit. I really, really like guys with, the biceps. Can put up with my goofy humor, which is not even really humorous sometimes. Okay, I am a homebody, a hobbit. I like to be home, but I also like to go out and do things. So, somebody who could traverse both worlds. In fact, somebody who could literally convince me that it's time to go do something fun, but won't force me on days where I feel like I need me time. Because I will go, but sometimes I also just need to, like, have me time. Be nice if they could at least put up with art and plays and ballets and things like that, like the girly stuff. But I mean, I have girlfriends for that stuff too, so I don't know that I'd really force that on a man. As long as he doesn't force sports on me. Don't make me sit there and watch football with you. I'm sure we could find ways to like make me enjoy it, but no. Overall, I do not want to sit there and watch the Super Bowl with you. The year I discovered I didn't have to watch that stuff was a great year. I think I was like 22, 23 when I finally realized I didn't have to be like everybody else. I don't want to sit there and watch sports. I mean, I think handsome goes without saying. It'd be nice, but I don't think looks are everything, you know, like personality stuff's gonna make a huge difference. So really like strong, independent personality. Yeah. Definitely not codependent. I don't want to be the dude in the relationship. Gotta love a great smile. I love blue and green eyes. Not both at the same time, just like one or the other. I have like these poop brown colored eyeballs. Okay, they're not really poop brown. They're more like a light wood bark color. But sometimes they look like almost black. Seriously, sometimes they look almost black. Not that I care whether or not like hair color so much. I mean, I've dated a redhead, blonde, and a brunette, but I really like blondes a lot, and especially like when they really like to nice, clean, preppy haircuts. Really like when people take care of themselves. I mean, I guess longer hair can be nice too. I've had a crush on like one or two guys with like longer hair, but they had nicer hair than me. I mean, they really, really took care of it. Just clean cut, whatever that means. Not necessarily military clean cut, although I'm not against that either. Gotta love a man in uniform. Must love dogs. If he has one, that's okay, but if they don't get along with Charlie, my puppy stays. I don't think I would ever live with a guy again until I was married, and yes, I've done that. That's all we'll say about that. A little geeky wouldn't hurt either. I kind of have a thing for smart guys, geeks in particular. Gotta love geeks. At the very least, if he's not one, he needs to like them, because I'm a big geek, for sure. I mean, I love action adventure movies, but I also love like the comedy chick flicks. I won't make him see the comedy chick flicks, but if he can't go to like Hercules and the Avengers and anything Marvel DC related, I don't know if it would work. Seriously. If you don't know who Iron Man is or Thor, ugh. However, I probably will not be dressing up with you to go to Comic-Con. Okay, maybe once, but we won't tell anybody. Shh. Nice biceps. Nice biceps are good. Not that I mind a guy being skinny, but if I feel like I can bench him, that's probably not a good thing. Like skinnier than me. I just don't know that that would be very compatible. Beefcake. I like beefcakes. You know the whole 5 o'clock shadow thing? That can be nice too. Gosh, how did we get on this? Okay, so I'm sure I'm gonna have some judgy friends over this, but I really prefer a guy who doesn't smoke or really drink much or do drugs or anything like that. I'm kind of allergic to smoke. It closes up my big time, like it closes up this. My throat. Drinking, I mean, it's not a bad thing. Yeah, like we can totally go out and have a couple drinks or a glass of wine, but I don't really want like an alcoholic boyfriend or husband. And what's the point of dating somebody if you don't plan on marrying them? I was reading a blog post the other day, that Jared Wilson pastor guy, and he made a very valid point. Why would you date somebody without the intention of marriage? Like serial daters. It is a little disrespectful. Like the more you think about it, it is. I mean, it's cool to have friends, But to go out and like make out with multiple people, or to, I don't know. I mean, I've never really been somebody who like dates a ton of people at once or has like multiple boyfriends. Like, I have lots of friends, and then there's the person that you date. And those types of people come along once in a while, like blue moon while. Between boyfriends, like I could go months, years. It's going on years. No, I don't really want to settle. Even though I fully realize I've dated some pretty bad guys for me. Some of them are just not great in general. I think all women should probably read that book, The Last Lecture. One of my exes had me read it. He was awesome for introducing me to books. He also had me read The Alchemist, which made me totally fall in love with Paulo Coelho. And in The Last Lecture, it's about this guy who he's a professor for Carnegie Mellon, and he has cancer, so he's dying, but he has a couple of small children, and he wants them to get to know him better. And he's specifically addressing to his daughter, men will always tell you who they really are. Like, if they say they're bad guys for you, or I don't know, like, he kind of goes off on it a little bit, to believe them the first time. Like, don't make them prove it. And actions speak louder than words. They can say, I love you, or you're gorgeous, you're beautiful, I want to be with you, blah, blah, blah. But then they go out and sleep with other women, or they're late on dates and never show up, or cancel, or date, I don't know. I could think of lots of like silly scenarios, but I don't know. I'm going to stop on that topic. I think it's okay to have other like friends who are girls. I think it's just really important that a man makes the woman feel secure, like confident, you know, totally can trust you. If not, what the hell's the point, you know? And I think one way to really ruin that is to be crazy flirty, or to go off and have lots of like late nights or little date type things that are actually like friends hanging out, just like one-on-one with the same person over and over again, especially if that person's an ex. Okay, so that was a little too close to home probably. Somebody who can make me smile and laugh, but who doesn't try to force it. Like, doesn't say like crazy stupid jokes because they can. Not that that's not cool too. I love animals. I mean, if I could have a country type house in the middle of a city, like an acreage, I totally would. But I just don't see myself living in the country and like having to drive. Like, I don't even like driving 5 minutes to get somewhere. So living in the country is just probably not really an option for me. When it's been my choice as an adult to choose a place to live for myself, I've almost always chosen some place where I could walk places. Like, I wish more cities in America were set up European style. That's all there is to say. I don't want cats in the house. I think they're adorable and I love them, but I think they're good, like, outdoor animals. Like, I always wanted them indoors when I was little, and then now as a grown-up, like, I've smelled other people's houses who have had indoor cats, and it's just gross. But not only that, I mean, we just didn't do it when I was little because my mom was allergic, but I love cats. I do. And they're great for keeping mice and stuff away outdoors. Boyfriend. I want a husband where, I can talk to him about stuff. Like, I can trust that his opinion is going to have my best interest, but also just listens well and doesn't try to like force his advice on me, but at the same time, when it's needed, has good advice. All right, take a little note from Red Green. If you can't be handsome, at least you can be handy. I think I totally said that wrong. If you're not handsome, at least you can be handy. I don't know. I'm gonna butcher that. I would like my husband to be handy in one way or another. Like, can help me fix my like new house, or, you know, put in light bulbs. Not that I can't do these things myself. I just don't want to. A handy boyfriend. Yes. Somebody good with tools. Yeah. Or a saw can help me make furniture. I love woodworking. I'm not very good at it, but I'm pretty creative, and I like to make things. Like, I sew and I paint and I like to build things. But somebody I could do that with would be cool too. I don't know if it's realistic to ask for this, but a guy who could garden would be awesome. Although, yeah, I don't know that I'm entirely expecting that, but maybe he could just plow and then I'll plant the plants. If he could help me keep them alive, that would be awesome. A clean guy wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Somebody, but not like entirely OCD. I like to live in a really clean place, so a hot mess type place wouldn't be good, because I don't always get around to like super picking stuff up, but I don't like to like go looking for something and it not to be in the same place again. I don't know that that's really like a factor either way. I'm sure I would pick up after them or vice versa or whatever, as long as they don't like hate my level of clean. Somebody who doesn't talk shit a lot to me or like bring me down. Like, I've known guys who will call girls fat or stupid or whatever as like, I don't know if it's like encouragement to try to like make you better yourself or what it's supposed to be, or if it's just torture, but I'm not going to put up with that shit. I've put up with it before and I just don't feel the need. There's other things that I think are important that we will not mention, but those things are important. I would like to have children. Well, we're on this really awkward topic. I don't think I'll ever do another video about this crap again. I would, but I've never really had the desire to be pregnant. I think it would be a-okay by me to have a surrogate mommy or adopt or something. I'm 5'1", and I really like tall guys, and it's like a Great Dane wanting to breed with a Yorkie. Like, it just sounds painful. Surrogate mommy sounds good. I mean, I like guys who are like, you know, 6 foot plus. I don't know. Especially like, yeah, that just sounds painful. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the whole process of motherhood sounds nice in theory. Until like actually trying to push a watermelon out, and then it sounds less romantic. I guess I'm just one of those girls who's not like overly thrilled at the prospect. Okay, independent, smart, handsome, tall, funny, and like has an idea of where he wants to go in life, has like some goal or career in mind. I don't know that I really care necessarily what that is, just that like he's giving it his all, you know, giving it his best shot, kind of roughly knows what he wants to do with his life and is doing something about it. Like, not a couch potato. I will not be your sugar mama. Yeah, I mean, just has a career and is going for it. I mean, it would be nice if he had a college degree and whatever, but I'm not going to really push that either. Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, I don't think, finished their degrees. So do whatever you want as long as you're like doing it well and to the fullest. If you are a professional skydiver or rock climber or whatever, by all means, because you will be fit forever. Plus, you can teach me how to do those things better, because I would love to do the wingsuit someday. All right, it's getting late here. I gotta get ready. I'm doing that fireman's ball thing tonight. This video has already gotten really long, so I think I'm gonna do a part 1, part 2 type thing today. So if you're reading this one, expect to have to look for another video to see the rest, to see what I end up wearing for the fireman's ball and whatever other rantings I go off on. But this whole future boyfriend nonsense is over with. Don't expect it out of me again. Not that I never will, but I just don't want to talk about it again. Lame sauce-ness. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the video on YouTube so that I can make more videos and more people find it and my YouTube channel continues to grow and I can make some money from doing this. All right. Thanks again for watching.